Good morning, fifth graders. This morning, we're going to be learning about how to use Flipgrid when you are in math class. So the first step to this is we're going to take a look at our math slideshow. And as we're going through it, if we see this Flipgrid icon, we need to make sure that we're clicking on it in order to create a Flipgrid like our teachers want us to. So as you guys know, you have to be in present mode in order to click on links. So now that we are in present mode, we'll click on our link to take us directly to our Flipgrid landing pad. Once we arrive at the landing pad, we're going to go ahead and make sure we read our directions that our teacher laid out for us here. So these directions say to show us how you solve the problem, then use the sentence starters below to talk about how you solved the problem or what issues you had. And the sentence starters are, I'm not sure how to find the answer because the strategy that I used to find that answer was, or I chose this strategy because. All right, so there always is going to be an example down here that you can look at. So you should always look at the example in order to help you figure out how you should have your Flipgrid laid out. So then we're going to click on the record a response button and we're going to start building our Flipgrid. But before we do, we got to set up our problem or set up how we solved it on our whiteboard here. So you guys all took a lesson on how to set this up as a whiteboard. So before we hit record, we're going to hit effects, board, whiteboard, and then we're going to drag it over so it takes up the whole screen because we don't really need to see our faces in this, right? It's all about the math work that we're doing. So when I'm setting this problem up, the strategy that I used to solve how many chairs there were in the auditorium when there were 16 rows of 28 chairs each was I drew a picture that turned out to actually end up being an array. So I'm going to take my drawing tool, I'm going to thicken up the pen a little bit, and I'm going to start to draw an array. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then I'm going to go 28 wide. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Now I'm just going to fill in my rows. Okay, so now that you have your array all set up, or whatever strategy you use to solve the problem, now you're going to hit the record button and you're going to explain to the people listening what strategy you used using the sentence starters. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Hi class, as you can see on my flip here, I used the strategy of creating an array that was 28 by 16. When I did that, I counted up all my dots and I had 448 dots. I'm not sure if I would use this strategy again because it took me a really long time. Next time, I might use a strategy like repeated addition. Once I've completed my Flipgrid, I'll press the stop button, click next, take my quick selfie. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll review to make sure that my video sounds and looks like I want it to. Then I'll take a quick selfie and I'll submit my project. My video's uploaded. I'll name it Lesson 0 and submit.